Greatness. In sports, it's a term that, in one sense, can only be measured over time. A player becomes a Hall of Famer and a team becomes a dynasty only after years of performing at a high level. But at any given moment in the NBA, the mission of any given player is simpler, played out in the here and now. Put the ball in the basket or turn that ball the other way. Sometimes it takes 5 men to get the job done.
That's passwork. That's teamwork.
Sometimes one man has to rise above on his own. It can be a question of raw talent or of pure desire. And it can happen in the 7th game of the NBA Finals.
And there they go. They've won it again.
Or in the opening seconds of an early season game. In this sense, greatness can present itself in an instant.
It's all over.
A single play can become a defining image of how high a player can reach. And the greatest plays can represent the inspiration for the next generation of NBA stars and fans. The elements of greatness, like skill, timing, or the importance of the situation, work together in different ways to make every great moment unique. Blocked shots, great hustle, teamwork, and buzzer beaters all can take their place as historic plays based on the different skills they require. 100 great plays could be compiled 100 ways. One would be 10 plays in 10 different categories. And that is what follows. In the NBA's formative years, almost all the action took place below the rim. Only the rare big man like George Mikan of the Minneapolis Lakers would dare take to the air to dunk the basketball. Like a baby taking his first steps, the league's early stars were learning to navigate a new dimension.
I would take 2 or 3 dribbles, and that was about the extent of it. If I took 4, I'd kick it up in the stand somewhere.
Elgin Baylor, who debuted in 1958, became the first to master the skies.
Nobody changed basketball more than Elgin Baylor. Baylor would just blow your socks off. You've never seen anything like that before. That he was a forerunner of everything that came thereafter.
In the 1970s, Dr. J. Julius Erving built on Baylor's foundation.
Amazing.
Turning the slam dunk into an art form.
I think to be a great superstar who is creative and to be a change agent in your sport, you really can't put any limitations on what you might do.
The Doctor gave way to a generation of showmen, including Dominique Wilkins, the human highlight film.
Dominique, go! Block that. Oh, what a move by Dominique.
Great thing about Dominique was every game, during the game at some point I would say, man, he can't top that one.
Wilkins on the loose. That's freaky.
And then the next game I'll be saying, man, he can't top that one. He topped his moves every game.
Soon, the dunk would evolve again in the hands of Michael Jordan.
He just makes you wish that for one day and for 8-10 seconds that you could fly in the air.
I don't believe what I just saw! I saw man fly!
Once the NBA was airborne, there was no turning back. And though its roots are still in the ground, the game will forever flower somewhere in the stratosphere.
I just shake my head and I say, God, this is not the game we played 30 years ago. It's been said often enough that, the game today is being played above the rim.
He was with the birds, flying and soaring to the rack.
Taking him out as a sub yet. Here we got a dribble drive, change of direction by Bryant. Slam!
dunk.
I think that's what the fans came to see. And you talk about elevation. Chick, he went up to the rafters before he decided to put somebody on a poster.
That's the 8th rebound already. Barkley. Nobody cut him off. Barkley went all the way for the slam.
They call that coast to coast.
And picked up by Drexler. Here he comes. Fakes it all the way. And jams it home. Coast to coast. Clyde Drexler.
Slide the glide and look out below. Mercy, nurse.
Goes to the foot race, and here he comes. Doctor looks for daylight. With meaning, he took that to the hoop. Julius Erving on his approach pass to the takeoff. About 12 feet from the basket, looking it right up and over Gross.
We're down to 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Starks. Yes! What a move by Starks, who was able to sky to the basket.
Starks goes. Oh, so big. What a spectacular move. They swarm him in that double they do on the baseline. Now Kemp going to the hoop. A thundering overhead slam. What a play! Holy cow!
21 points in that third quarter. Oh, brother! Oh, my goodness. What a drive by Kevin Johnson.
45 seconds remaining in the game. 13 on the shot clock. Down low for Dominique. Baseline drive. Dominique. Oh, my goodness! Did you see that jam? I don't know how he did that. Dominique. Oh, my goodness!
That was one of the most fantastic dunks of all time.
Malone, pass and deflected, going to be stolen, I think, by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Way rock the baby to sleep and slam dunk. The doctor made a sensational play. The slam, he just puffed in his hand and swung that baby way around.
Jordan trying to shake off Starks.
Michael Jordan at his best. There's very few people on this planet that can do this.
He's just simply amazing.
The alley-oop combines elements of teamwork, pinpoint passing, timing, and dunking, and melds them into a breathtaking spectacle.
Something about alley-oop that gets everybody going. It means that you're having one guy being very unselfish, throwing it to a teammate, and a teammate finishing the play, so that's teamwork.
And backdoor, oh my, Hardaway!
I like catching lobs, but I still have to go back to throwing them because it's always just satisfying and enjoyable to see the ball go in the air and see a guy go up and catch it and then finish it.
Hold on to the roof! The second down!
Basketball is a game of reaction, especially when I get a nice pass and I go up and slam it. Makes everybody feel good.
Oh, baby! Save the women and children on that one!
It gets the crowd into the game. It gets my teammates into the game, too.
2:37 to play in the third. Long pass. Shaq O'Neal scored it. He is fouled by heaven.
During the 1990s, the NBA's stars turned the alley-oop into the game's ultimate quick strike weapon.
Oh, baby! Woo! Kobe Bryant goes high!
And the players get as much of a thrill from it as the fans.
You know, you're coming down on a fast break and you just rise up over someone and then you dunk it. Everybody just is going crazy and you just feel like you say, ah, so good.
Scored the Bucks 9-0 here. Holy Toledo! Here comes Mr. Jordan is right.
Loose ball. Elliott and Johnson 2-on-1. Alley-oop. Robinson hammers it down. David Robinson at his best on both ends of the floor.
Van Exel, weaving by trouble. Look out for Shaq! Oh, incoming! Shaquille O'Neal. You talk about power.
Now the Bulls beat the pressure. Jordan from Vincent. Oh, my!
sure that they get on the boards, and they're not giving anything to the Spurs whatsoever.
Man, what a finish by Tim Duncan. A fabulous alley-oop one-handed dunk. He went up and ripped it.
Avery up the floor, trying to angle middle, knocked down by Payton. Gary rips it away, goes the other way into the lane. Up top, Kemp is there. Oh, he cocks the eye. The Hawks at home. What a play! The Rain Man has struck.
Here comes Hunter.
Buckle up!
Baby, what a play by Grant Hill. That was sensational.
Washington got squared up, got a good look. Here's Manning. Oh, McDice, that will be on all the highlights. How about the blind pass from D. Manning? How did he even see the basket?
Earl Wilkins misses. Lamb in double digits with 10 rebounds.
Oh, no.
Bounce to Lamb. He got it. Oh, my goodness.
That may have been the best play I've ever seen him make.
That's the best play he's ever seen himself make.
91-87, 9:30 to go.
Walton on the line. Oh, he got it in. Bill Walton got it in. Forcing and close on a sequence for the Blazers. Walton again, twice in the basket. I can't believe that first play. I can't believe he stayed with it.
Since the NBA began, the task of making the key pass that leads to a basket was always considered the job of the little man.
What a play by Wilkins.
In the 1990s, Utah's diminutive John Stockton became the league's all-time assist leader.
What a pass, John Stockton.
It's like watching an artist work.
And while today's game features some more physically imposing players, the success of Stockton's style is a throwback to the NBA's first famous point guard, Bob Cousy, the Houdini of the hardwood.
What's the old cliche about necessity is the mother of invention? I mean, the first time I threw it behind my back, the defensive player was a half a man to my right. I would have knocked him over, so I slapped it behind my back. And everybody said, God, you must have been practicing that for you. I had never done it before, honestly.
Form followed function, and the flair that Cousy brought to the game became the foundation for the NBA's great passers through the years.
That was reminiscent of Bob Cousy.
Then in 1979, two big men came into the league and raised passing to an even higher plane.
All of a sudden, two players showed up that changed the face of this game. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, two of the greatest playmakers, two of the most unselfish players in the history of the game.
Bird on the drive. Look at that pass. Oh, what a show. Magic is straight down the middle. Still going, still going. Oh, highlight film.
When Larry Bird got there, I think you all of a sudden knew to keep your hands up. You keep your hands ready because you know when Larry had the ball, things were going to happen.
Bird with the pass through the legs of Sigma. Woo! How did he see him?
Magic was the only guy that I've ever seen really throw a no-look pass. You know, look at a guy, time him, look you off, and then hit that guy on the dime without ever looking at him.
They made it a habit to be unselfish, and they taught a lot of other players what it is to sacrifice and to be unselfish by being passers and thinking team first and team last. And they'll go down in history as that.
Bob Cousy has dazzled countless fans with his thrilling brand of basketball.
Made the hoop from 18. Now here's Magic down the middle. Magic. Oh, no, look past the Rambers who scores. Foul. What a pass by Magic Johnson.
It's 73-72 Chicago. 1 minute left in the game. Michael up top, 20-footer, no good. Rebound, Stockton.
Stockton rebound. Stockton goes Malone.
Ahead to Karl Malone. He's got it. He scores. Stockton to Malone. And take the lead.
Hustle back. On away. Oh! Amen.
Oh, what a pass. Oh, that's the pass of the year.
tipped around. Jackson with the ball. Incredible.
Ball tapped loose from Elo, and here comes Jordan. Behind the back. What a play. What a play. Rebound Barkley as Ewing hits the ball. What a pass. A sensational play by Barkley. 5.6 left. Sally. Oh, what a play! What a play!
Finds Bird. Won't go. Bird the rebound. Over his head to McHale.
That is just unbelievable.
It comes off. Jones wanted it, but Magic wants it more. Dribble behind the back. Oh, what a play! Slam dunk! Maybe the play of the year. And it had to be culminated by that fantastic slam dunk by Scott.
For the NBA's men of steel, the most important muscle has always been the mind, and the most devastating weapon is the will.
I had to guard the Oscars and the Jerry Westers. They were so good that they scared other players who tried to guard them. Now, my approach is they're great at what they do. I had to be great at what I do. So my ego had to match theirs.
They say I was like a leopard or panther on the defense, smothering my guy. If I steal one ball, I think I'm going to steal more.
Frazier again did it. Isn't that something?
Though times change, the mindset of the NBA's great defenders has never wavered from one generation to another.
Getting out there and guarding somebody and making them fear me, I think that's the best part of the game.
A steal can not only stop the offense before it starts, but it can be basketball's most devastating tide turner.
Pass stolen by Frazier. He drives. And the ball is pure hysteria.
If I stole the ball, the crowd wouldn't shut up. I can see in guys' faces the anguish. It becomes frustration, devastation. There was no fire, no desire in their eyes. They lost it.
Zips it back outside, the ball loose. McDaniel had it stolen by Jordan. Michael's got to break away. This game is over.
Suffocating defense. Transition basket. The whole package is right here. Next down by 8. West across the midcourt. Reaches the Frazier. Dives the head of the field. Down the line. Layup is good. Tremendous defensive maneuver. It is sheer bedlam here at Madison Square Garden.
We're in overtime, tied at 91 and 1 minute remaining.
Kittles against Jordan. Knocked away. Stolen by Michael. MJ on the run. Michael dunks the ball and a foul. Oh, my.
Michael Jordan with a critical defensive play.
Minute 45 to go. The Bulls lead by 4. Jordan, fake right, go left, spin right, go left. Stockton steals it. Stockton, dive, hang, blocked, and a foul by Jordan. What a play by John Stockton.
The Boston Celtics trying to go on to the finals. The Sixers trying to stay alive. They trail by 2, 33 seconds to go. They must stop the Celtics on this possession. Malone to Irving. The Celtics need their best defensive effort of the season right here.
This is a tough turn.
Larry Bird with the big steal as the Sixers are trying to call timeout. It is over. Boston Celtics have won as Larry Bird comes up with the big play at the end.
Looking. Skipped across. Tip of the steal. Scotty saves it to Tony. He runs the string again. The Bulls win.
91-90 the score. Chicago with the lead with 18 and 1/10 seconds to play.
And Jordan spinning his way against Anderson.
The Lakers lead the Celtics 113 to 111.
Well, they're going to try and make a steal here, and they got their best defensive team in there right now.
And the Lakers, keep in mind, do not have to take a shot.
And goes quickly in now to Magic.
Back over to Worthy, and it's picked off. Goes to Henderson, he lays it off and out. It's all tied up. A great play by Henderson.
For a minute there, I could hear Johnny Bruce going, Henderson steals the ball.
5 seconds left. Boston only has a 1-point lead. Greer's putting the ball on a play. He gets it out deep, and Havlicek steals it. Over his man goes. Havlicek stole the ball. It's all over. It's all over. Johnny Havlicek is being mobbed by the fans. Bill Russell wants to grab Havlicek. He hugs him. He squeezes John Havlicek. The Celtics win it. 110-109.
Boston down 1.
Bird guarded by Mahorn. Drives around him. And the ball gets knocked out of bounds by A. No, they call it the other way.
The Detroit ball with 5 seconds to go. Thomas wants to get it in quickly.
And now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right at 1 second left. What a play by Bird. Bird stole the inbounding pass. Laid it up to DJ. DJ laid it up and in. And Boston has a 1-point lead with 1 second left. Oh my, this place is going crazy.
The blocked shot. Is it luck? Is it good timing? Is it anticipation? Bill Russell, the man who not only popularized it, but had it down to an exact science.
When I go up to block the shot, I'm going to try to sweep it that way.
Sweep it. You don't slap it.
No. Now, see, now if I sweep it there, now I got an angle to go after it.
In his 13-year career, Bill Russell turned the blocked shot into the cornerstone of NBA defense.
He would shut down the basket, completely shut it down. Every shot went up, he took it away.
What a block by Russell! What a block by Bill Russell! Incredible!
One game I remember, I went around my man going for a layup and he blocked a couple of shots on me. And then the next time I got around him, I missed a layup looking for him.
We shut a guy down, or we block a guy's shot and say, yes, we did that to you. If you come back, we'll do it again. If you come back again, we'll do it another time. So you'll have to try something else to do. That won't work.
While Bill Russell mastered the psychology of intimidation, his great rival, Wilt Chamberlain, dominated the basket with a colossal physical presence.
The first time I saw him, I was in awe. I had never seen a man this size, not only his height, over 7 feet tall, but the shoulders and the strength.
Wilt was a Paul Bunyan figure, a mythic in what he could personally do.
Wilt and Russell set the standard for NBA big men. And though the players may have changed, the mentality remains the same.
One of the key things of playing defense is to work on the offensive player's confidence. And sometimes you can do that emotionally or intellectually, and sometimes you have to do it physically.
As he goes right to Akeem. Good heads-up play. And a steal by Strickland, a lazy pass. Olajuwon blocks it away. Wow. Well, Akeem give, and Akeem taketh away.
We go the other way, 3-on-2. One of them's Mourning underneath, trying to slam it. Mourning blocks his 6th shot. A tremendous block. The guy can't get any higher than that.
Blocked by Chamberlain, a great block by Chamberlain. Beautiful block, Chamberlain. 2 great plays by Wilt Chamberlain.
Harper out with it. The Cats have 4-on-1. Barkley being the one. How about that? And that.
Barkley made the block. Barkley made the block. Oh, brother.
And this time Hazard comes down with it. Fast break, West. West all alone. Look at Russell come down. And what a play! What hustle by Russell! Feet set that time.
Oh, Robinson blocking Johnson and got it back again against Wingate. Oh, my, the Admiral. This is a big possession by the Knicks. Tie game at 89, and Ewing wants the ball and gets it. Bennett on the bounce. Woo! Woo!
Oh, are you kidding me? That is a spectacular block. Alfonso Ellis took it right away from him.
Evan Johnson will inbound. Oliver Miller plays it. Here's Johnson. Johnson gets, no, he could not get it off. Knocked away by Grant. It's all over. The Chicago Bulls have made 3 straight NBA championships. Horace Grant comes up with the block to conclude matters.
Chris Forciani is into the game for Orlando. Here's a block. Another one. Boy, they got the crowd into it now. I don't think I've ever seen a sequence where there have been 4 in a row by the same guy like that.
Manu playing incredible defensive basketball.
There might be times where we get down, but like we've done all year, instead of pulling apart, we pull together.
Win or lose, we're taking something in that locker room and believe in each other in this huddle. You gotta believe that, guys. You fought too hard. Every one of you. Grab each other and trust each other. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Help each other. Help each other. No one guy's gonna do it. Let's do it together. Let's do it together.
The greatness of any NBA play is magnified by how many players contributed to its success. And teamwork has always been the cornerstone of great basketball.
I grew up in a small town where, you play as a team, you win as a team, you lose as a team. So I liked it when everybody was involved. Whether I scored 10 points or 20 points or 50 points, I liked it when the ball was moving.
When the ball is moving so that the defense is just spinning around, wondering where in the heck is this ball? When you play like that with that kind of team chemistry, there's absolutely nothing that the defense can do about it.
Transcendent teamwork not only gets a rise out of the crowd, but also elevates the game to its highest level.
That's when things kind of get spiritual almost, because people start getting into someone else's head, and because they're always thinking about them and caring about them and trying to perform for them. And then the power of everyone is in one person.
Whether it is achieved for a decade, a season, or even a single moment, true teamwork is a joy to behold.
You're watching beautiful basketball. The ball is moving, 5 guys playing. Oh man, ooh. I mean, just awesome.
To see people believe in the same goal and come together and rely on each other to be a part of that is just a wonderful, wonderful feeling.
Cedric Ceballos with the rebound. Here comes Oliver Miller. Keenan. Oh, what a pass to Johnson to Barkley. Can't do it any better than that.
Now watch the nice teamwork by the Celtics. Into Russell. There's a dunker.
8-point lead for Seattle. Kemp posting up. And Shrem, nice movement. They get it over to Kemp. Shrem to Askew to Kemp.
Beautiful basketball by the Sonics.
It's the Lakers ball. Watch this fabulous fast break. 2 points for Los Angeles.
And the terrific ball movement on the part of the Knicks continues. Outside Bradley, one-hander from 20. Yes!
Portland with the ball and a 3-point lead, and here's a 3-point attempt by Porter. Long rebound. Thomas to Sally. Can he save it? Yes. Yeah. The basket to bring within 1. But Sally made it happen with great hustle out of bounds. 2 great plays. An excellent transition, filling the lanes for Detroit. Here come the Bulls on the run. Jordan to Dennis Rodman, Harper to Pippen. Beautiful. Showtime. You saw it here. Wow. Little showtime by the Bulls.
Worthy blocked the ball. Ramos picks it up, and here's Scottish 3-on-1. Magic in the middle of the Worthy.
That is Laker showtime basketball. Listen to this crowd. You think they like it?
That's Braun. Put it back to back to Carl. Into Gallatin, who slaps out to McGuire. That was close, but the Knicks still have it. And Gallatin gets the bat. Ready.
Right side of Carl, right corner to Bird. Cross court underneath the board. Back to Carl, right side of Archibald. Penetrates the lane, dish to Bird, reverse layup, good.
That was beautiful basketball.
Ball's cooking in Beantown out, Rod. Celtics really playing well.
The truly great ones, and there's very few of them, you knew that when the big game was there, you knew that they were going to be the best player.
I'm not shooting until the final second. If I make it, we win. If I miss it, we going into overtime. I ain't giving them a chance to shoot it again.
I felt that at the end of the game that there was no doubt in my mind I was going to make it.
It's almost like an arrogance that you don't think you can fail. And particularly when the game's on the line, it seems like it's easier.
My teammates knew if it came down to the final seconds that I was going to shoot the shot. It's like Robert Parrish always said, there's 40,000 eyes on Larry Bird because they knew he was going to get the ball. And we knew it, our opponents knew it, now it's just up to them to stop it.
You might make your first 10 shots and everything is going great, but when the game is on the line, those other 10 don't mean anything.
Robinson on Barkley. It's his game to win.
You're not always going to be successful, but if you're scared to fail, you don't deserve to be successful.
Barkley, 20-footer, yes, with 1.8 seconds. Charles Barkley with an MVP jump shot.
Gonna do? Nope, they stay back. Off it comes to Chapman, almost overthrown. Chapman, long shot up. Oh! It is! 1.9 left in regulation. Chapman hit it. What a remarkable play by Rex Chapman. It's left in Milwaukee up 116-115. Pressing looks to bring it in. He comes in, it throws it away. The Bulls have it. Here comes Michael Jordan on the drive, 5 seconds. Jordan on the drive, right in the lane, 18-footer. Yeah! 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 Deep, Ray Williams has it. Williams to Bird again. Up fakes, fires another three-pointer.
Oh! Ties it up with 5 seconds left to play. Off balance, falling out of bounds. Is he worth the price of admission or what?
He is too much. Absolutely too much.
2.9 seconds. Harper's on Miller. McKee gets it in the middle for the win.
Unbelievable! Reggie hits the three with 7/10 of a second to go.
Curtis Curry. The Celtics now facing the situation where they have 5 seconds to try to win this game. Here come the Celtics. Havlicek touches it. It begins. 3 seconds. Hondo off the glass. He's done it with a second.
He's got it good. They say there's 1 second left.
The Suns by 2 has come down to this possession.
They want Michael to get a full head of steam. Try to keep him in the middle of the floor.
Well, Pippen got the snap. Here's Paxson for 3.
Paxson. Yeah! Yeah! Hits the three.
Pax just waiting for his opportunity. What?
Do you believe this? Do you believe this?
105.99, 18.7 seconds left. Miller for 3, and he got it. Reggie
Reggie Miller with a clutch tray, and it's 105-102. And a steal. Miller retreats to the three-point line and hits again.
Reggie Miller has tied the game with 13 seconds remaining.
Reggie Miller made a three, stole the ball, raced behind the three-point line, and hit again.
One of the greatest clutch playoff performers of his generation has apparently done it again.
101-100. What a basketball game we've had. Oscar Robertson throws to Kareem. 7 seconds. Tinkles the sky up.
Kareem with a big pressure shot.
Milwaukee wins it. Milwaukee wins it in double overtime. 102-101.
Laker ball and a shot to win it. Down by 1. 5 seconds to go.
Magic got middle, just what I thought. A hook shot at 12. Good! 2 seconds left. The Lakers take the lead on Magic Johnson's running sky hook.
Screens across. Malone to the post. Malone stripped by Michael. Stolen by MJ. Bulls down 1.
17 seconds from game 7 or from championship number 6.
Michael against Russell. 12 seconds. 11. 10. Jordan a drive, hangs, fires, scores! He scores! The Bulls lead 87-86 with 5 2/10 left. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
One of the basic aspects of the NBA is that good teamwork still allows for individual creative inspiration.
A lot of what basketball's about for a lot of people is not necessarily who wins and loses, though that's important. It's for those moments, those moments when one player does something so amazing and so unexpected.
Every generation is enriched by the individuals who came before, setting higher and higher standards for the impact a single player can have on the game.
When you can take what it is that you're doing out on the court and make a guy in the 15th row feel what you're doing, that's when you got something special.
I certainly was aware that my style of playing was attractive to fans in those days because I was a little ahead of my time in terms of the way I played the game.
Oh, the whirling move takes advantage with the wheeling one-hander. Good.
I still remember the first time I saw Earl Monroe, somebody had said, "You've never seen anything like him." It was like you felt there was a connection. You just watched him, and you put it in your memory bank.
Maravich, boy, he's got all kinds of moves. What move doesn't this guy have?
Guys like Maravich and Monroe would make it look like miracles every time.
Showtime was that beautiful sky hook. That's the most beautiful shot that I've ever seen in basketball.
You know, you just roll it over their fingertips, you know, and they think they got it, and it just roll over.
Irvin slides inside. Oh, my. What a move by Ice.
They knew when they came to see Ice, you know, they was going to at least do this one time. Oh, good shot. What a life.
How does he do that? How does he do that? How does he know?
He can go 0 for 25, but you'll stay watching him because that 1 for 26 may be the greatest move you've ever seen in basketball. So you dare not turn the channel.
Out to Bob Cousy, and is he ever on the beam?
For 9. The look away to Livingston. Jordan. Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan.
That's ridiculous. That's so good. That's ridiculous. I hope Chicago knows what they get to see every night.
Down to Akeem. Trying to turn baseline.
Okay, Elijah Wan has David Robinson just bamboozled.
Here goes Maravich.
Oh,
Oh, my goodness. How did he do that?
To keep it spread out at the half. Isaiah by Lever and Valentine to forecourt against pressure. Shot clock at 15. Still has the dribble right side. Way down to the floor. Comes in the lane. 10-footers on the way.
He's awesome, baby. He's awesome.
Jones overall 7th in the league at 10.5 rebounds a game. What a hole by Hardaway!
The killer crossover. Oh, brother.
On the outside. Iceman drives for the hoop. No, my goodness. Check that shot out. The ultimate finger roll.
Right back, the Bulls can go up 14. Jordan past Petrovic. Whoa! You can't believe that one, can you? You better.
It's 89-84. Sixers, and they get inside. And unbelievable. Julius serving. Watch this fantastic move by the doctor.
Julius in the air, palming with the right hand, floating, reaching, and spinning it in. Incredible!
There is one type of great play that doesn't require the ability to shoot, pass, run, or jump. Hustle is the domain of those blessed with the gift of desire.
Well, that was just part of my makeup. I was taught that every loose ball could be the outcome of the game, and if you had 5 or 6 loose balls on the ground in a game, that could turn into 12 or 15 points. So I was always taught that every time you had an opportunity to get the ball, you better take that chance.
Just get the ball. And that's always been my philosophy. Just get the ball.
Barkley dives for it, finally picks it up. Here's his fadeaway. Got it! He wouldn't give up on it.
At the highest levels of play, the desire to outwork your opponent can become the greatest skill of all.
I did try to play hard because I realized that if I didn't, I became an ordinary player.
This is my game of passion, and I love it. I'm going to do everything I can to win this game, to win any game.
You cannot measure the depth and size of this guy's heart.
It comes down to focus, it comes down to intensity, and it comes down to courage.
That's just effort. That's all effort.
The most important thing is you got to have the heart. You got to have the will.
When they talk about mental toughness and physical toughness, this guy's got the entire package.
The rebound is up. Shot is taken by McRae's block for the Lakers. The ball rolls free. Magic wants it. Magic's got it. Magic Johnson laying at the top of the key on his back. Bounced the ball while on his back. Underneath. We're going to miss a little live action, but it's worth it. Magic bounced it to Rambis. Woo!
Kerr on the run. Rodman battling for the rebound, saving it in. And Kerr snatches it out of the air and drills it.
Now that's winning basketball. Those are the plays that Dennis Rodman does to make his team great. No other player in the game can do that play right now.
Their advantage. Bird on the drive. Slapped away by Vincent. Bird gets it back. Saves it. Nice pass to Maxwell. What a play.
Bird does the incredible once again.
Coach to Burrell. Knocked away by Outlaw. Knocked away by Shays. Ball loose. Chicago hits into the backcourt. Gerald Armstrong dives. Saves the Harper. Do you believe that?
Oh, what a play. Man, that's giving up your body and getting something good because you did.
Detroit will calm you down. They'll work their plays. Steele. He kept it in bounds. Here it is again. Oh, yes! This is one for the book, QB. He's done a lot of great shots, but I've never seen this before from him.
It was an excellent save. Now, when he gets it back, you'll see him elevate, do a 360, and just toss it up.
Elo glides him in court. Fires out on the wing. The pass knocked down by Ward. Saves it in the backcourt. Elo's after it. He goes down. Starks. Falls on the floor. Skids. Got it. Pops up. Plants a three. What a play by John Starks. Still foul. Outside to Smith. Strickland
Collins on him. 3 seconds left on the 24-second clock. Collins on the floor. What a play by Dave Collins.
Austin would like to cut this to a one-point game. Larry Bird follows his own shot. Oh, what a play. Unbelievable.
Here's Jordan, splitting through. Jordan with the steal. And then it's stolen by Starks. McDaniel shoots straight to him. It's a clean block.
Whose game is it? It's Michael Jordan's game.
They're going wild in the United Center. We're tied at 82, and Chicago will have 7.5 seconds in the ball.
The best part of the NBA is the moments during a timeout when that game is hanging in the balance.
What do you think Phil Jackson is thinking about? Will it automatically be Michael Jordan?
I think it'll go to Michael Jordan and then let him create.
People are edging to the edges of their seats or standing in anticipation.
On their feet here at the United Center.
Tied at 82. The finals. The first game.
It is Michael Jordan time.
Kukoc has got the ball inbounds from Pippen, and here is Michael. 4 on the shot clock now. Keeps it on the dribble. Russell's there.
That moment of explosion when something punctuates all that anticipation with something dramatic.
MJ, top of the circle against Russell. Michael Higgs fires. Bulls win. He knocked it in at the buzzer. Bulls win. How many times has he done that? It's all over. The Chicago Bulls have won at the buzzer.
Whoever catches that ball is going to have to put it right out. Max looking, loops it to Bird, a runner. It's good! It's good! And the Celtics win it! Bird hits and the Celtics win it! 103 to 101, a three-pointer by Larry Bird at the buzzer.
This is reaction time. You got to get it, you got to put it up. If you don't get a shot away, they'll talk about it the rest of your life. Magic fires for 3. Got it at the buzzer! Magic hit a three-pointer! The Lakers win!
Pistons have the ball. 5 seconds remaining in regulation, down by 1.
Here's Isaiah. Let's see what we got. All the way up. Good! That is literally carrying a team on his back.
Take them to the promised land.
McRae will inbound. 1 second on the clock. Sampson. It goes. It's over. A miraculous shot by Ralph Sampson has given the Houston Rockets a trip to Boston for the NBA World Title.
DJ again to make the inbounds pass. The double team and Bird. Larry, fake, fall away.
Hits it at the buzzer. All right.
Unbelievable. Bird gets out as far as he can go. Hits a fake to try and draw the foul. One dribble. The fall away. Hail Mary prayer. Please go in shot. And there it is, folks. Is up. No good. Rebound Day. Day with 5 seconds into the front court. Goes to Malone into the corner. Malone throws up a brick left side. Good! Oh my goodness, what a shot! Unbelievable shot by Jeff Malone on the left baseline.
We're tied at 100. Game 6 on the line here. Russell to Stockton. Stock for 3. Stock got it. Unbelievable. John Stockton. John Stockton. It's over. The Jazz win it. We're on our way to the World Championship.
The inbounds pass comes into Jordan. Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win! They win! That's the Cleveland Cavaliers. Michael Jordan hits it at the foul line. 1 to 100.
7, 6, 5. DeBusschere shoots. Hit with 3 seconds to go. 2 seconds. 1 second. West throws it up. He makes it. West threw it up and makes it. Over half court. The ball game is tied.
Now the final second of play here in the Boston Garden. Boston up by 2. Won't start until it's touched. They'll have to throw it up. Garher, turnaround, shot in the air. It's good. It's tied again. I don't believe it. Garfield hurt at the buzzer. We've got a third overtime in a Boston Garden.
I gotta take a breather. Garfield Hurd made the basket. I want to tell you something. Somebody up there is on our side.
Inside. Oh, classic Jordan! Two-head. Tim for the rebuke, the denial, the step.
Hurd with the steal behind the back to Nate Archibald. Back to
Penetrates, gets it low to Dale Davis on the penetration by Best right down the lane. Isaiah breaks up to the lane, falls, but keeps the dribble twice. Now comes back toward the lane, to the hoop, up in, off the glass, and he's fouled. Holy cow.
Out of timeouts. Here's Morning, the shot. Good! Game over!
Here it comes from McDuff. Oh, my! Saved by Maxwell. He wipes out Billy after it. Forward hits.
Michael, 6 seconds, 5. Michael in traffic to Curl, 15-footer.
Baseline left, reverse swing, and two-handed jam. Oh